Hello, everyone. Hello. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. Hey, everybody. What are you doing? I just remembered. I forgot to do my wrist exercises before stream. So I'm going to just subtly down here do my wrist exercises while I'm chatting with you all. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Which means I'm going to be in my mind counting to 20, and it might be a little bit weird and awkward, but it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Saturday, and I hope you're doing... Hey, Ice Bunny, and also DSB. How are you all doing? What are... You're eating chips. You're eating chips. What kind of chips are you eating? And are they delicious? Hello, Atomica. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is... What is the weather like where you all are at? It is hot here. And I don't like it. I just thought I'd share with you all my feelings about the weather. It's hot. And I don't like it. Thank you for the salute. Thank you for the salute. Atomica, why are you doing so well? What is happening in your life right now? Can you tell us something about why you're doing so well? I would like to know. I'm interested. Hey, Falcon of Venom, how are you doing? Falcon of Venom, how is your Greyhawk channel game going? Tell me how that is going. Kim's Jorgen's favorite. I reject all this positivity. Hi, Krellin, how are you? Rejecting the positivity. Oh, it's as muggy as a Louisiana swamp. You didn't play this week? Oh, that's a bummer. Hey, you know what? If you are incredibly well, I still want to hear it. I want to hear it still, nonetheless. So just a side note, when I was growing up, I grew up in San Francisco and I didn't experience humidity. I never experienced it. I didn't know what it was because I'd never experienced it. I always heard like jokes on television, things like, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And I was like, I don't know what that means because I didn't know what that meant. And I'd heard all of these, a lot of words I'd heard in life, and I knew that they had something to do with weather, but I didn't really know what they meant. And then I joined the Army, and I shipped off in August, and I went to South Carolina. And for those of you who do not know, South Carolina is super humid. It is humid. It is like a humid place. And I stepped outside of the airport at midnight, and I was like, why am I in a sauna? Why is this happening? And I learned all of a sudden what all of those words meant. Muggy, sweltery, like they're all these sort of like words that you hear about, and I know what they all mean. They all mean some degree of gross humidity. Those are things that I've learned. That's what I'm gonna say. Falcon and Venom is curled with tea. Ooh, that sounds... Curl up with tea, listening to me, curl up with tea, that sounds wonderful. A mix of all the company's best and cheesy puffs. There's a fair chance my tech priest dies this week, so I made a bunch of backup characters. Krellin, for which game? For which game? No, you have... Atomica, you have not explained Project Exile. Please do. Words. Yeah, no, humidity is... I'm doing my last one. Humidity is the worst. I don't like it. Oh, Dark Heresy. Oh. Huh. What are you doing in Dark Heresy? Rumi has a new girlfriend. Girlfriend is an alcoholic drug addict. Oh, that's no good. She's getting him into heavier stuff. That is also no good. I have been stealthy moving my stuff to a storage space. That is good. I will be, for tactical reasons, moving into my car to get the fuck out. Ooh. All of that sounds awful. I knew you had some roommate issues, but I'm so sorry that is what is going on. That is terrible. In Dark Heresy, you are agents working for an Inquisitor seeking out heresy in the Imperium of Man. Oh. Is there a lot of space travel, or are you mostly planet-bound? And also, Atomica, what happened? Like, finish the story. Oh. Well, today I secured a safe home for my 2 cats, which is pretty much my only concern. Oh, that's really good. I'm glad that you have a safe home for your cats. I hope that you will be getting a safe home soon as well. We have been on the same planet since I joined the group, but they were on another planet previously. Okay, so while you may move planets, it's more of a planet-bound campaign than a space space sort of campaign. Do stuff on this one planet, go to the other planet. I can deal with that. Well, here's the math on that. I'm ready for math because people like math, I think. Javai says, heresy being pretty much everything in space that isn't a human devoutly following the god emperor. Oh. Huh. So, in Warhammer, the humans are all fanatics who want to kill everyone who isn't human? Is this true? Is this true? Yeah, technically my character is a heretic since they like science. Oh. Yeah. Huh. Huh. So, also no science? The humans don't like science and also non-humans? Huh. But... it's a... presumably they use lots of technology in the human Imperium, right? Yes? And then, but then they don't like science? Well, you know what, that happens. Rent is $1,200 a month around here. The storage space and a gem membership are $250. I have my eyes on a house, a fixed Rexburg for $125K. So it's a matter of saving up for the down payment and getting the paperwork done and all that. I'm estimating 6 months. Oh, wow, that's really great. That's cool. I mean, I'm going to cross my fingers for you. Ooh. The Imperium man is Catholic space Nazis, pretty much. All but the highest levels of the tech priests don't actually know how things work. They just know rituals that keep them running. That's really interesting, Krellin. So the mortgage on that will be $600 a month instead of renting for... Yeah, they use ancient tech from the ages past, building new stuff as heresy. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, are they kind of post-apocalyptic or in the apocalypse? Is that kind of a thing with them? And Atomica, I was thinking that it's interesting how there are many places where mortgages, like, so I'm in the Boston area and a mortgage is often cheaper than rent, but the housing here is so expensive that it's almost impossible to get a house. It's, yeah. The Imperium, says Krellin, became very anti-progress after the 20th millennium because in the 20th millennium, they invented AI called the Men of Iron, and war was waged and almost wiped out humanity. Oh, I see. Atomic says, I have a huge support network, including morale from people like you, Asti Crits, and etc. Oh, good. Atomica, good, because I want to make sure that you are not, demoralized and that you can sort of keep your eyes on the prize, know what you're saving for, and sort of move towards that. Because that, I want to make sure that you are healthy and doing well. And somebody I know was just traveled cross country in their car, sleeping in the back of their cars. They were, traveling in national parks and all that. So these things are doable and possible, and just have a plan so that you can move into another place soon, because you want to take care of your back. Jer says, I mean, their emperor is a brain in a jar, so take that for what you will. He's a skeleton on a throne, Jer. that eats hundreds of people a day as his life support. What? How does he eat people? How does that happen? He eats the emperor eats hundreds of people a day? What is that? Atomica says, it's the down payment that kills people. Yeah. But I'm a cheap motherfucker, and I'm estimating saving about 7K by December. Oh, that's great. That is good. You know, keep... I did that too to Oregon and back in a tiny ass eclipse. Fun trip. This time I'll be in an element. It's designed for camping, so plenty of room. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds actually comfortable. I still want to know why the Emperor, how the Emperor eats hundreds of people a day. This is what I want to do. Iceman is chatting with all the chips in her face. Krellin says, the Emperor is fed the life essence of 100 psychers every day to keep his spark of life burning within the golden throne. What does that mean though, in terms of practicality? Does he have psychic powers? Is he like, do they just bring up people in front of the throne and he like psychics them and he goes and he psychics up their brain juices? Do people stab people in front of him and then the blood of them like drips on his throne? Like how does it work? How does it work? He's basically a dead god. Psychers being mages. Oh, they are ritually sacrificed. Ritually sacrificed. That sounds really healthy. I mean, right? That sounds healthy. Oh. I have a goal today, everyone. Space Empire plus bigger pop plus fanatics equals, it could be doing nothing and they'd still do it. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I have a plan for today. Tomorrow, I will be running Cthulhu Confidential with Jackie Dash as the player, and it is the adventure The Fathomless Sleep, which, no, that was Dex Raymond's. This is the adventure Fatal Frequencies, and I just don't have the kind of props that I want, so I made a list. Surprise. I made a list of props. I just finished my wrist exercise, Ice Bunny, so I will be moving into it soon. But the life spark serves as the beacon in the warp by which all human navigation is made, so it's actually kind of important. Oh, Krellin, we do play games around here. We just don't get in a huge rush. We try to move into it organically. That's all. Yeah, so my plan is that once the stream is over, I will brave the 90-something degree weather and head into Boston. If there's a costume shop, and if the costume shop is open, I will head down there. I will call first. But if it's open, I will head down to the costume shop so that I can get some props for tomorrow for Cthulhu Confidential, because I want to do the thing with the whatnot, and the do the thing with the whatnot. FTL travel in 40K is done by humans. Is done by humans by moving through pretty much hell. All my movement is organic, says PH. Yeah. The warp is only hellish because the collective thoughts of sapience are hellish. Oh. What an interesting setting. This setting is very interesting. It's got a lot going on. I have a question. Question about this 40K Warhammer. Somebody said, well, there's like 40 years of lore. So my question becomes, is this a game like White Wolf, although they've reset, like Shadowrun, where it has progressive lore, where they just keep advancing timelines and advancing stories and adding more, so that if you want to play, you need to go and get caught up on 40 years worth of stuff? Is it like that? Ooh. 40k has a lot of problematic fans, but if you engage in it without the problematic people, it's pretty interesting. Oh. Atomica says, I refuse to get into 40k for the same reason I refuse to have kids. I like having money. Yes, 40k is an advancing story, though I think it like 10 years have passed in the last 40. Yeah, I tend to be a bit hesitant to jump into RPGs where the publisher advances the storyline where there's meta plot, because you just have to like, that's a huge, like you can't just, so this actually reminds me of Traveler. Pat PH says, Eldar were such hedonistic, horrible people. Their collective scumminess caused the demon god of chaos to come into being, causing a reality explosion that destroyed most of their race and left a portal and hell to space. Oh, as far as I know, no one really cares about the meta plot. You have to tell their story, not you. Really, that's interesting, because it seems to me like Warhammer fans are super into lore, and they're like, no. Da, 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 da. And the thing is, I was interested in Traveler, but Traveler, like some of the other ones, has like built up decades worth of stuff, which is why I loved, and people get all like, they're like, well, blah, 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 right? But what I loved about GURPS Interstellar Wars, which is right over there, GURPS Traveler Interstellar Wars, is that it's set early in the timeline before all of that stuff got built up. So you can just play this one book. That's all you need. Read the lore that's in the book, and you're good to go, and you can start your campaign, and you don't have to worry about people yelling at you about, yeah, but actually the so-and-so did the whatnot, and the so-and-so. Super into war. Well, there are Warhammer war gamers, and there are Warhammer role players. Tell me more, Krellin. Every time criticism is brought up about representation, they point to the lore. It changes so little overall that it's not worth caring about for RP purposes. Oh, huh. Ice Bunny says, I had a mother of 5 says she was happy that her kids did not study. My thought, no brain, no pain, because uni is free in Denmark. Hey, some people don't think education is important, or they think it's bad. There are people who think that education is a terrible thing, and that also critical thinking is a terrible thing. Those people do exist. People who play Dark Heresy aren't going to be the lore nerds. Oh, because you don't play Space Marines in Dark Heresy. Huh. Krellin, that is an intriguing statement. What is it about the people who play Space Marines that make them more lore nerds than other people? Atomic says, reason I like D&D is I built my own damn world with hookers and blackjack. It's not like they had an entire clan exiled from the Camarilla or something. Oh, okay, so their moves are not as big as, let's say, White Wolf. Interesting. You play scared guards if you're my friends. I think, yeah. Now, I know Warhammer Fantasy is different. I don't know if Warhammer Fantasy has got lots of... Krellin says, Space Marines are the gene-shaped descendants of the sons of the Emperor who are literally Ubermensches. Ooh. Counterpoint, only lore nerds play Dark Heresy because you don't play Space Marines. They're like 8-foot-tall mountains of muscle and toxic masculinity. Ooh, Space Marines. I have never, in Falcon, I've never played any I've played a card game, Warhammer card game, but I've never really played any Warhammer, so I don't know if I like it or not. I have to just figure out, you know? You have to know the lore to even grasp who you're playing and where. That seems to be the same with, well, I mean, the thing is, I think in many ways you have to know lore for a lot of things. Like, like the Battletech people clearly know their lore and are super into it. Hey, Cyclonus, and also Mr. Game and Frog. So Battletech people are super heavy into lore, it seems. Warhammer, Shadowrun, White Wolf. Those are Traveler. Those are 5 that I can think of that are like super heavy into kind of a complicated lore. And by the way, Trooper, says Atomica, I just posted a pic in the lounge. Ooh, thank you, I'm excited. Sisters of Battle are better than Space Marines. So yeah, like I feel like those 5, I can't remember if there are any more that are super into lore that way, that are like really heavy into lore. Shadowrun, Traveler, Vampire, let's just say White Wolf in general, Warhammer. I missed one. Battletech, right? Yeah. As a Battletech Shadowrun Warhammer person, I can confirm. Thank you, Cyclonus. Right, those seem to be like 5 that seem to be very lore heavy. Do we think that Dungeons and Dragons is super lore heavy? Sisters of Battle, we refuse to create female Space Marines, but here, have this knockoff. Now shut up about representation. Yeah. But are there, do you know, are there, depends on the group with D&D, yeah? I mean, I suppose some people might get super into Greyhawk or Forgotten Realms, right? But you'd have to have it, the thing is, I think for it, yeah, it's not, yeah, I think you're right. I think it does depend on the setting. Hey, Aurora. I think it does depend on the setting. I think there are people who are super into Forgotten Realms lore, or maybe Dragonlance. Right? Yeah, D&D isn't lore heavy unless you're playing Greyhawk. Yeah, I feel like that's probably true. I don't feel that D&D has a lore. It's more like, here's some places, use it or not, go play and leave me alone. I think that one thing is Atomica, that D&D has had novels set in these realms since the 1980s. So there is a lot of lore backdrop. People care about Driz Jordan and like they're like, I think there's a space for you to get super heavy into lore in. Yeah, but I think but on the other hand, something like, for example, Eberron hasn't really progressed its meta plot, so there's just like the core book and you can read it and then you're done. And Mr. Game and Frog is super into Forgotten Realms, right? So I think it sort of depends. I think, are you talking about a setting that keeps advancing lore and gives you lots of time material that you feel like you need to read it all? My DM, says Aurora, has a lore-heavy homebrew, but it's pretty much so people get the background and why certain things in the game are a certain way. Definitely, says Atomica, but it feels separate. It doesn't feel as separate with 40K. Maybe it's because there's so many different settings you can play in D&D. And people also homebrew D&D a lot. I think there's a lot of homebrew D&D campaigns. I think for me, whether or not lore gets overwhelming is the bulk of it. Like, how much lore is there? If I need to read 18 novels and have been playing for 20 years in order to play a setting, I'm probably not going to want to play that setting. Do you know what I mean? Krellin says, there's a divorce between lore mechanics in D&D that doesn't really exist in the Warhammer stuff. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, if you get a Star Wars RPG, you're doing Sith versus Jedi, Empire versus Rebellion, etc. There are countless planets in 40K. You can easily homebrew some. I've never read a single Warhammer novel. You don't need to read novels. Yeah. The D&D lore is kind of separate from most campaigns, though. Like, even if you play a Dragonlance game, it's taking the setting, not the story. Cyclona says, I feel if the lore is baked into the game, you start going to get people who are real into lore. That's a good point. The vast of humanity is complete ignorant, not knowing the lore is proper RP. And the thing is, like, I like background, right? Like, I really do. I like background a lot. The thing that gets me nervous is when... It is humid right now. The thing that gets me nervous is when you start playing and then somebody's going to pop up in your game and say, wait a minute, that's not right, blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, not me. Especially when you're doing streamed games. I'd like... Mr. Game and Frog says, I'd like to play a Stormtrooper who has never heard of the Emperor or Vader. Oh, I think that'd be kind of hard, right? Since they're... Like, I imagine their pictures are everywhere. I suppose it would depend on the era you're setting it, I suppose. Maybe, yeah, so wait, I was thinking, where was it? Oh yeah, I was watching, so especially with streamed games, right? So there was like a vampire game that was being streamed, and my goodness, chat was irritating. Chat was full of people saying things like, well, actually, the prince of this city wouldn't act like that because, you know, in the Camarilla, they would act like this or that. And I was like, this is not your game, my friend. Like, the prince in this game, since you're just sitting in chat, by the way, I was neither playing nor was I jamming, is going to do it. You know what I mean? Like this whole thing, like, well, that's not how a gangrel would play. Well, that's not how a Bruja would play. A Bruja would be like this. Oh, but they would do this. And I was like, my goodness. It was like a lot of like lore lawyers watching the stream and then critiquing every little thing, being like, well, but it wouldn't be like this. And I was like, this is not your game, my friend. You need to relax. And like, I don't like it. Cyclonus says, I like running Shadowrunner Battletech, but damn, sometimes it's hard to get some players into the lore. Aurora says, the only game I played where lore is important and was not homebrew is Vampire the Masquerade. There, the lore is important to understand all the politics going on. The best part of VTM, says Jer, is most players are ignorant of the lore. I say that whatever the DM says is lore, regardless of the source. Right. Vampire clans are just about which jerk vampire bit you. You could be like anything. Yeah, but you know, and that's the thing that got me, is that there are people who are super into lore and they will critique other games, and I was like, but it's not your game. Let people play their game. You know what I mean? Like, if in their game everybody in the Camarilla is super bloodthirsty, or everybody in the, like, you know, like, let people have their game. Let them have their game is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. So I think that there's a difficult line to walk, right, between giving people lore to make the world unique and special, and I don't know, getting weird about it. They read Venture of a preference for these types of people as all Ventrue are like this, right? And furthermore, if you don't play Ventrue like I play Ventrue, you're a bad player. You know what I mean? And like I was like relax, right? Relax. And same thing with Shadowrun. People are like, well, corporations are like this. If you don't play them like this, then your game is wrong. I was like, let people play their game. Anyway, says Krellin, my tech priest is charging towards a crashed tank wherein 5 Dark Eldar are, and is about to engage them in melee single-handedly with no hit points left. Oh my goodness. Krellin, that seems like an unwise idea. I have not played Dark Heresy, but I have played RPGs, and all that sounds like a bad idea. It sounds like a pair of bad idea genes for reals. For reals. I hope your character survives, but maybe not. Oh, good luck. It sounds like your tech priest will need it. Worrisome. So, let's play Horizon Zero Dawn, everybody. Let's do it. So, here's the thing. We just learned what Project Zero Dawn was. It was what I thought it was. I still remember my Ventrue who was ghouled to be an army soldier for a century until he got PTSD in Nam. Says Jer. Atomica says, I agree, Paladin. I played a game as a kobold paladin. Irony to your name. And the amount of kobolds are usually doesn't equate to all with something I made the GM pay for in spades. Yes. But I mean, like, come on, right? A glorious end, shiny and chrome. I mean, my tech priest is a tank built for fighting multiple enemies. I give myself a 50-50 shot of being fine. Oh, I'm gonna cross my fingers for you, press my thumbs for you, Krellin. I hope your tech priest survives. Javai says, I mean, they're unlikely to die. Dark Eldar dislike killing. Capturing and torture is more fun for them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So where we're at right now in the game is we have learned what Project Zero Dawn is, a plan to sort of like to clone people and then bring them back through an AI after. What are people doing up there? Huh. Looks like there are humans fighting up there, and I don't know why. Weird. to sort of bring back all humanity, and we learned it, and then we escaped from the big fanatic guy, but we found out that he was sending an army to go to the Nora lands to kill all of the people, so I've got to go back and save them. Krellin says, they're probably in a killing mood. I mean, we just crashed their tank and have killed and wrecked 7 hover bikes too. Mr. Game and Frog says, I'm the kind of person who likes to subvert expectations as a player, which makes me seem a bit of a clown, but I try to approach it as, what haven't I seen yet? Yeah, I always like to go with what haven't I seen yet. That is also true. What is happening over here? What is going on over here? It seems like there's some sort of battle. What is happening? What is going on over here? I also like to subvert expectations. Let's, I want to help out some people. I mean, I just don't want all of these people to die, so, you know. Don't worry, I will help you. It's cool. Hey, rude. All right, is everybody fine? All right. No worries, fellow Nora. Do you want to talk to me? What's up?
Yes. Never thought I'd speak with you. Get free.
People want to speak with me, apparently. I'm gonna find out what they want. Okay, I will chat with you. Oh, hey, do we know if the dive mode has gone through yet? Has that gone through?
Thank you. I won't forget this.
You're welcome. However, says Krellin, one of those hover bikes did riddle my tech priest with their mounted gun, and the spikes all bounced off because when I say tank, I mean it. For Los Santos says, part of the problem I had playing Game of Thrones, Song of Fire RP, was dealing with the exacting lore. I'd rather play games where either the lore reveals itself in small bits, or the players get to help craft it like Microsoft. I may have made a Kenku Barbarian the other day. My favorite GM trick is my character Bunyip. He's my exposition redirecting nudge character. If I get a D&D one-shot at some point, I might play a lizard folk monk based off of the Dragon Ball Z Ginyu Force member Birder. My DM policy is the lore is there to help you understand the game mechanics, not to tell you how to play. You know, but here's the problem. And I'm going to say that I'm in two minds of this. And I say I'm in two minds because, please remember, I'm a person who really does enjoy playing enjoys generic RPG systems, but sometimes what people want to buy is the lore. Like, they want a really cool setting. They want a setting that's got really neat stuff because that's what they're actually looking for, right? So you want a game with interesting lore. That's part of what you're paying for. But I feel like there's that's really tricky, right? Some of my friends from the mud I occasionally play keep asking if I'm okay with the earthquakes that happen in SoCal, too far away to even feel it. And then this person of yours is Atomica's, is basically the god of a poison's avatar. He's a complete a-hole, and most of my players hate dealing with him in really fun ways. Lore helps inform who you're playing in a game, but it also can not just inform who you're playing, it can make the setting, right? I mean, I think about... Right, so Javai says, if I played in a Star Wars game, I would play for the setting and the lore first and foremost. Right. And I think that, so for example, Game of Thrones, there are people who want to play in the Game of Thrones world because they've read it all. And they really want to play in that world. The world's important to them. So clearly, like, that would be a thing. So I think for some things, the lore, and also one of the reasons why I like, I mean, it's tricky, right? Because Unknown Armies, I think the mechanics are really interesting, and I like the way the mechanics are integrated into the game, but the reason why I want to run that game is because I really like the setting. So, although I've not yet been able to figure out how to run it in a way that doesn't deal with info dump in a complicated way. Yeah. The world or the TV show? Ice Bunny, could you make that a more complete question? So we are going to... We have a quest. We've got to do the main quest. And then show a map. And then the Fire Nation attacked info. Lore is awesome for flavor, but arguing lore is like a lawyer arguing whether Chicago or not. No, I think that's different. Because I disagree in this way, Atomica. I mean, there are some games where in the lore is the entire point of it, and that. Like that is like that's what people are there for. It's not just flavor. It's like the main meal. Some games that's not the point, right? Like there are a lot of games that are generics and have no setting at all. So none of that, right? And I think there you can also play D&D where lore and setting means nothing at all. It just doesn't matter because you have no setting. It's just like there's a dungeon, you go in, you kill the dungeon, and then you leave. There are ways in which. Right, like there are certainly ways in which you can run basically a settingless game and have the setting matter not at all or very little. And the setting can be very superficial and shallow because nobody really cares about it. All you care about is that you're like, whatever it is you're doing. But there are settings for whom that is not just flavor. It's like really core and foundational to everything that's happening, right? And I think it just depends on which kind of game you're playing. Cyclona says, I bought Cthulhu Tech when it came out. I love the setting, still have no idea actually how to run a game in the setting. Yeah, Cyclonus, I've yet to run Unknown Armies, and I have all 3 editions because I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I'm gonna figure it out sooner or later. I'm gonna crack that. Would they be more interested in the world of Game of Thrones or the TV show? My brother told me the TV show can suck you in to binge watching. Kill the dungeon? Yeah, take that, you dungeon. Yeah, when you kill the dungeon, Krellin, you come in with a bulldozer and you just kill the dungeon. Ice Bunny, I don't think of the TV show and the books as being in different worlds. I think of them as being in the same world. There are differences between the books and the TV show, but it's the same universe. So I don't think of them as separate. I think of them as being 2 different manifestations of the same universe. It's the same world. There are slight differences between them, but it's the books and the TV show are the same world. I'll admit, says Krellin, Dark Heresy wouldn't make sense without the lore. Right. The lore defines what the heresy you're rooting out is. Yeah. Diablo is basically a video game describing how most of us old-timers played BECMI. Some people, I like to play it a little bit differently. There are 2 different storytellers telling you the same story of the same people in the same world. Yeah, that's right, Krellin. That's how I would describe the books versus the TV show. But if a person had only watched the TV show or had only read the books, I think they'd both still be fine with the Game of Thrones playing in a Game of Thrones RPG. So this leads me to a thought. The person who's never engaged with Game of Thrones at all. So let's think. So here's Game of Thrones, which has 5 books out and then some short stories and an atlas, and it's got a lot of lore and a TV show. There's a lot of stuff going on with it. And there's an RPG. A Song of Ice and Fire RPG. Now, if a person has never engaged with any of the media, I don't know, Krellin. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to tell. I think that you'd have to decide whether or not you count as never having engaged with Game of Thrones. Or does following and living with people who care about it? It might. I feel like if you follow and live with people who care about it, it might count as engagement, because then you have some kind of idea of the basics, is what I would imagine. Probably, right? Hey, Vulpes, I'm thinking that's probably true, right? Since you probably know the basics of the world because you live with and follow people, probably. I think you probably have to decide that one for yourself. But so if someone has never had any engagement with it at all, the question is, why would they play the Game of Thrones RPG if they have no engagement? Now, they might, and might have a good time, but I imagine a lot of people would play the Song of Ice and Fire RPG. Well, rewind. The RPGs might be a little bit different. I imagine a lot of people want to play that RPG because they are familiar with the lore in some way and want to play in that setting. However, what's interesting is that the RPG has a house building system, like a house management system, sort of like Rain, I think. Kingmaker? Anyway, like you can build a house and do domain running. So I suppose people could pick up that RPG knowing nothing about the world simply because they really like the idea of an RPG where you also get to control a domain and how that domain is doing. And you could basically, I suppose, take those rules, read the setting, and be good with it. So like, I imagine you could certainly end up playing that game pretty lore ignorant just because you're really interested in the mechanics that are in that RPG. I suppose that's a thing that could happen. Ice Bunny says, guess I'm the only one who sat on the Game of Thrones throne but never watched it. Oh no, lots of people have never watched it. I mean, it's a big show, but lots of people have never watched the show. Atomica says, I think the lore matters the closer you are to the main story. So, say a Marvel RPG, if you're playing isolated, I see what you're saying. If you're playing isolated characters like Florida fighting supervillains with occasional cameos from characters, lore is good and needed for flavor, but it's flexible. If, however, you're joining the Avengers in New York City as new recruits, then the lore becomes way more important and tighter. Yeah, I think that's totally true, Atomica. Right, the domain rules sound interesting to me too, Falcon Venom. Krellin, I know there are two houses, the Starks and the Lannisters, and it's a vague fantasy-like setting with dragons and zombies, but they're like mythical things that people don't really see, and that Peter Dinklage is a charismatic bastard. Yeah, there's more, but, you know, you've got some background in there. Small children haven't watched Game of Thrones, for example. Hopefully, says PH. Jer says, Atomic, my superhero would be Florida Man. What powers would you have, Jer? I feel like you'd have... I need to know what powers Florida Man has. For Los Santos, so after playing Song of Ice and Fire RP, the only thing I could think of was I need to run the Black Company campaign using the Chronicle system, which is the name given the underlying mechanics. Oh, interesting. I want a Kingmaker style game, please, and thank you. Yeah, I think you can do that with the Song of Ice and Fire RPG. Oh, it is true. Tyrion Lannister is not, this is true. Tyrion Lannister is not a bastard. People are just really mean to him. On that note, it makes me sad that I've never found a decent superhero RPG system. Florida Man is my character who's completely normal, but wakes up naked in a dumpster behind Wendy's every time he dies. Florida Man's powers are committing horrible crimes that everyone thinks it's funny. So, Atomic, you've not found a decent superhero system. What do you want in a superhero system? Because you can go crunchy, like Hero, which is Champions, or GURPS. You can go super narrative, like Masks. You could go classic, like the Marvel Superheroes RPG, or the DC Superheroes RPG. You could go with a D20 variant like Mutants and Masterminds. What do you want? What you could do White Wolf's version of a Baron. Actually, come to think of it, you know what's really weird? I'm not the biggest fan of superheroes, but I have played so many superhero RPGs. I have played Champions, I've played DC, Marvel, Villains and Vigilantes, Mutants and Masterminds, multiple editions, GURP Supers. I've played a lot of superhero RPGs, and I don't even really like superheroes. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I played Mutants and Masterminds too. That was really fun. Yeah, so Atomica, you have to just tell us what you want in a. You have to tell us what you want in your superhero RPG, and I am sure that we can find a game that will scratch your itch. So you want not Marvel. Atomica, what do you like in your mechanics? Do you like crunchy mechanics? Do you like light mechanics? I kind of want to find something where everyone can be built from scratch. Everything can be built from... Oh, well then play... so you want something crunchy. Pick up Hero, the Hero system. If you want crunchy, pick up Hero or Mutants and Masterminds. Hero is super crunchy, Mutants and Masterminds is less crunchy. Depending on your level of crunch. Yeah, go with GURP Supers, Hero for the crunchier side, or Mutants and Masterminds for a little bit less crunchy, but still it's still got good crunch. Yeah, old school camp. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. If you like crunchy. Otherwise, if you don't want crunchy, you can go with Fate, right? It's a generic. They've got some supers rules. You build everything yourself. It's much lighter. Also, I can also tell you how to play City of Heroes if you just want to play that. I like crunch. Hero system was not my jam because I did not find it to be right. Tell me the stag is not awesome, right? Thanks, Colin. Kulan. I like it. It's because it is hot and humid out here, and I was like, I need something less, a little bit, and I'm also wearing shorts, so I just wanted something a little bit less miserable. So we are heading back home is what we're doing. Yeah, and I'm hoping that we're trying to save the people is what we're trying to do. Crunch is not a chocolate bar. Yeah, so for me, it's rainforest humid in Maine. Oh, you're in Maine. I'm in Massachusetts. Yeah, I'm not excited about the humidity. It's not making me excited, is what I'm trying to say. There was something I wanted to tell you. Oh yeah, I played Hero. It wasn't my jam. It felt a little bit. It was certainly generic, but not generic in a way that felt exciting to me. So that was not. I wasn't really into it. Ooh, what? The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say boo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, and info. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time. And there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Vopes, 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 banana, fana, fofopes, fee, fi, momopes. Vopes. Thank you, Vulpes, for the resub. It has been 18 months. That's so long. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what I noticed? Oh, what? Wait, why did that not go? I changed my bits so that it should have given me... It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to sing you all We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers in the film Gold Diggers 1933. I did change it, so that should have shown up, but maybe the bits are just weird. It could be the bits that's weird. It's probably the bits. I feel like I've discovered something. It's the bits that are weird. But, as I was saying, Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at lay up way at way at way x way ute at gale young way oh. Airway and hey, the anime. E they ice gaze or ani say. Old man the 80 and pray ooey are u tre u was the young rayo. E way every eat red lands lay a of red brands lay ute day. And we see and the old look lay at the eye got right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. I love singing that. I'm feeling so good about where we're at right now. Thank you for the pride emotes. It's so good. Where are we at there? So I'm just close enough to the coast that it should cool off at some point. Oh gosh, I hope it cools off at some point in time. Ice spinning not. Oh, I think I'm just verfressen today, or that was something they had in Germany when I was a kid. Oh no, Crunch is a chocolate bar. No, Crunch is a chocolate bar. It is. Also, to answer your question earlier, Trooper, says Jer, I don't think the dive emote has dropped yet. Dang it. I hope it, I'm just, no, it hasn't dropped yet, but it will. It will. Thank you for the practice, Volpez. I appreciate it. You know, the thing is, I've got it, but she sings it so much slower than I've been singing it, but singing it much faster. No, here's the thing. I do actually think that, I'm going to sing it again. I actually do think that it is the tech, because I had a different thing set up for the bits. It was that 80s commercial, Kibbles and Bits. I want my bits, more bits, more bits, more kibbles and bits. And it never showed up, so I thought, oh, there must be something wrong with that particular GIF and sound thing. So I was like, you know what, I'll just change it over to We're in the Money by Ginger Rogers. And so I switched it over because that works for donations, but it now also doesn't work for bits. So I suspect that there's something wrong in Streamlabs with the bits thing, or at least something with how something's going on there. Something is going on with that. Oh, well, thank you, Aurora. Enjoy your migration. Come back to Capistrano when you can. Because when the swallows come back to Capistrano, you know. Mr. Game & Frog says, I can't work on any of my project until it cools down because they require a well-ventilated room, and right now my apartment is buttoned up and AC. Yeah, I actually do think that bits are broken, Krellin. I think that's true. And I actually don't have any AC going on in here at all, so that's really good. And by good, I mean it's not good. But Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale out way of way at way at way exte ute at gale young way. Airway and hey, the anime. E they ice gaze are ani say. Old man the 80 and pray ooey are you thre you aste young rayo. E way every eat red lands lay of red brands lay ute day. And when we see the end later we oakley at the eye get right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. I mean, that was just like right where it needs to be. It was so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Bits are on Amazon's can I know, but it's just easy to get and use. It's true. I suppose it's good for the environment that I have no AC. Also, I live in a dorm, so you know. Krellin says, my finances have stabilized finally from having to fix my car a couple weeks ago. Oh, is it messed up that I'm looking forward to going to Arby's after the stream? No. If Arby's makes you happy and you look forward to it, like, that's good. I do not judge anybody for going to a place where it makes them happy in a moment. At all. What is this? Oh. I saw someone build an improved swamp cooler that is 40% more efficient than a standard compressor window unit. Oh, really? Oh. Well, that's interesting. Where? I am clearly going the wrong direction, everyone. Why am I going the wrong direction? Ugh. I'm going the wrong direction. If being emo makes you happy, you're doing it wrong. So I have I been to Arby's before? I don't know if I've been to Arby's before. Too humid for what makes? Wait, how do swamp coolers work? Also, why do I keep going the wrong direction? This way. For heaven's sakes. I want to make sure do not turn off to the right. Will be my... Okay. Arby's has meats. I heard it has meats. Are they... No, I think Arby's is a sandwich place. It has sandwiches. Okay, I think we're heading towards our home. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, I've got a lot going on right now, and I think my mount's just dead. But, by the way, my mount is dead. My mount's dead. Oh, hey. Mount, it's dead. And, that's awkward. Oh, hi. There's fire everywhere right now. And that's awkward. And things are trying to kill me. And, and my mount is dead. I had a mount. Once I had a mount, it was petrified. And it's dead now, though. So... Why? Okay. Oh, Timmy's dead. I hope we'll kill this one really quickly, though. So there we go. All right.
Stand here. Anything to protect the embrace.
Oh.
The gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal and ash.
Oh. Wait, you weren't supposed to finish this game last week when I wasn't here? Well, no, we actually did a really big important moment last week where we figured out what Project Zero Dawn is. And we figured out what happened and what's going on. And now we have to try to protect the Nora lands from being destroyed by the bad guys is where we're at right now, because they're being bad. So, and if it's humid, says Jer already, then less evaporation, which means no cooling. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Arby's is fast food roast beef sandwiches. Fire's only awkward if you're dating an ice person. Poor Timmy. Poor Timmy. We can't have a Timmy death count. That would be awkward. That would be awkward. So we're going to try to protect our home, even though we have no mount. I just... Oh. Oh. I should just give up on Timmies, but having Timmies are great because they're fast. So this is... Whoa. What the heck, everybody? This is bad. Oh, you know what I think? No, I can't do anything about this.
You're going down.
I should maybe drop some bombs here. You know, like I could just drop some bombs. They're chasing me, everybody. I just thought I'd note that. There's a lot of them trying to kill me. I'm a little concerned about what's happening here right now. I am just side note a little concerned about what is happening right now, because there are a lot of terrible things happening and I don't feel good about it. I feel like there are people and things trying to kill me, and I don't approve. There's a... What is... Oh my gosh. Wow. It's a Deathbringer, everyone. So let's maybe try to do this. Let's try to remove some components. This is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. I want you all to know where I'm at right now is not a good space. And I hope that I can... I don't think this is even working. I also think that I should run over here a bit more. This is like... this is bad. We're gonna be able to, like, be systematic about this, though, I think, and maybe... Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is this is not good, and I just want to share with you how I feel about this not being a good space. I think what we need to do is not press too far forward so that we don't get, okay. All right. So, let's see what we can do about this. There was a trick with these Deathbringers, wasn't there? I think the trick involved waiting until these components became brightly lit and then shooting them a lot, or something along these lines, or just shoot components. Okay. Gosh, everybody, I'm hoping that I'm being a little bit more systematic and this is good. Hey, this is not bad. I think we've got this thing, maybe. Oh. Okay, everyone. I got it. We got it. We got this. We're gonna shoot this thing. I have no ammo. We're gonna be okay. Okay. Oh, hey. Give me a second. We're gonna kill this Deathbringer, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna shoot fire at us though first, which is less awesome. We got it. Okay. Oh. Give me a second. Give me a second while I hang out with chat and relax a little bit. This was the day when Aloy became a pro-Decepticon spokesperson. Why did I try to kill it first? That's a good question. I think because it was there, you know. The trick is the war games method. The only way to win is not to play. But I killed that thing, everybody. I also, why are they sending huge mass, like, this is over, like, don't bring all the, like, why? Okay, I killed the big monster thing. I feel good about it. We're going to... This is fine. I mean, is it fine? I don't know if it's fine, but we're going to try to
them soon enough.
Save the world. Oh, there's a Nora corpse. These are my people and they're dead, everybody. Okay, well, that's awful.
Brace. It's devastated. For years, this is my entire world. I destroyed it.
This is my home and it's been destroyed.
Your end has come.
This makes me sad a little bit, people. Oh, yeah, Deathbringer is an appropriate name.
You got anything better to do?
Oh, so there are cultists running around over there that I'm probably supposed to...
So quiet.
Right now, Aloy's having some feelings. She's not feeling good. I will try not to kill the wrong people, but I feel like I've got the right people right now. Ooh. Let's kill some people with some headshots. Oops, missed, but that's fine. We have to murder some people. It's not a cult. Geek Fleet is not all here. This is fair. This is fair. I'm gonna just... Yeah. I feel like the fact that your answer to everything is let's kill this part of your problem here. Maybe that's true. Maybe that is... Oh, that tree fell. Ooh, hi. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't just... But on the other hand, they do seem kind of violent. What are the odds that GLaDOS is aiming to make a tea variety that only made with microwave to screw the humans? It's possible. To screw with the humans even. Okay, I think that's good. We've killed some people. I do wonder... Well, look, we're just gonna push forward, try to save as many people as we can. You know, and... We're gonna just do our best.
They know I'm here now.
We're just gonna do our best. And, like, that's it. And once we get everything mostly killed, it'll be fine. I mean, hopefully, you know, it's interesting. I know that the British have very specific ideas about the best way to do tea. But actually, you know what though? Coffee people also have like very specific ideas about the best way to do coffee. Everyone gets like very intense about how to do their beverage. I wonder if people have really intense ideas about the best way to do hot chocolate. Like, do you think they do? I mean, I'm just saying it's a possibility.
When I was a kid.
Yes. I have opinions on all hot beverages, says our Krellin. That's fair. And that opinion is all hot beverages are wrong. Okay. Well, all right.
Okay, you're sleeping.
I was trying to do a silent strike, and I clearly didn't do that, and that was awkward. So, problem. We're gonna try to at least get all of its like goodness off of it.
Got it.
And if we can do, like, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. I feel like I'm being attacked right now by a lot of people, and that just seems rude. Those are just my feelings. They're kind of far away though. So, oh no, he sips coffee as he arrives. My hot cocoa is super dark, not very sweet, moderate sweet, and not bitter. Thick as motor oil. I am a super taster, so my hot chocolate is never bitter. I don't go dark. I don't. It's not my jam. Oh, interesting. Let me do this then. And let me do this. I'm gonna just kill a bunch of people. It's cool.
Get down!
Oh, also I need healing. Sorry. My opinion is if there is not a hot beverage version with a dash of whiskey or rum, it is not needed. Oh, hey, you know what I can do? Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what I can do? I can jump up here. Because, like, I can be all... I don't know if it's a good idea, but...
Get a move on and search!
But I can shoot people from above. This is probably a really bad idea, though. I mean... Because I feel like I'm probably just a sitting duck up here, to be honest. But maybe I won't be. I don't know. I don't know if this is like the worst place to be or the best place to be. It's probably a really bad place to be, but you know what? Or maybe it's not so bad. Let's see if I can hit this thing. I don't know. Not bad, everybody. Not bad. My cat is in my lap, but it's too hot for a furry blanket. What do I do? This is a big problem. DSB, what do you do with the cats? I like the iced latte swirls they have at Dunkin' Donuts. We only have one shop in the central station, so I don't get them that often. Death from above. People really like, I mean, I live in New England where it's like Dunkin' Donuts all the time. Like it's like Dunkin' Donuts, I think it's mandatory. It's like it's a new, Dunkin' Donuts is a New England chain. And it's a national chain, but
Fascinating. They weren't looking for me.
But it starts off in New England, and people here are really invested in Dunkin' Donuts. It is a thing that people, you suffer. People really feel like Dunkin' Donuts is like the best of all the things in the world.
First strike.
Hey! Rude. Also rude. Also, I clearly have not been... I was making some poor choices. But that's okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Dunkin', yeah, I don't really have... Yeah, it's like Seattle and Starbucks, right? You know, the thing about Dunkin' Donuts is that I don't think their donuts are very good. Like, they're okay. They're just, like, mediocre donuts. Yeah, like Krellin says, Dunkin' Donuts is, like, fine, I guess. It's fine. I don't think it's God's gift to donuts. Like, it's, like, I prefer other donuts, is what I'm trying to say. Krellin, are you having a fever? Because Trooper is playing, you know. What? I've been threatened with banning if I interrupt gameplay anymore. You have not been threatened with banning, Krellin. That is not true. No one threatened you with banning. That is an exaggeration. Let me go over here and save. The coffee's nice, but the donuts local. Yeah, better donut shops make better donuts. Like, and I'm not even talking about, like, I'm not talking about like fancy donut shops. They're like, I'm a hipster. Like, just a plain old corner donut store is like usually just better. I've been spoiled by a bunch of small bakeries and donut shops in Ohio who each have different and delicious. Yeah. It was not a threat. It was a reminder. If you felt like it was a threat, that was not what it was. You were not threatened with banning. We have not banned anybody here except for like randos who walk in and start saying racist things. Like, those are the only people we've banned. And the thing is, LA has all these really great corner donut shops, like really great corner donut shops that are really good. They're not super fancy or hipster. They're just like good donut shops. And that's all I really want in life, is like a good donut shop.
The eclipse smashed through.
Oh, Aloy. All right, well, we're going this way. You know what? I don't know how much you're missing. Like, the big stuff that you might be missing are just like really good corner donut shops. That's the goodness right there. Oh, uh-oh. You know what? I'm going to place a bunch of these here. I'm going to then shoot at people with guns. And oh, you know what I should do? I should shoot this one. And then hopefully all of that will... hey! There's, I'm being so... just all the... You know... I think, I just need to shoot them not with fire, but with, these Oh! Did you see that rock coming? Ouch. I'm a little concerned about my life. Okay. It's gonna throw a rock. And it did. I saw that coming. There are a lot of these corruptors, and they're bad. This just... Also, there's just some dude trying to shoot me? Okay. This is, we are clearly in what you call in-game content, everyone. We are clearly in in-game content because everyone is trying to kill us. And it's rude.
Got him over here.
I also, I need to worry about this. Because, oh, it's you. It's a friend. This thing, I just want you to know. Gang. I think we'll be okay. I think if I can just get this... Oh, well, maybe we will not be okay. Maybe we won't. That is entirely possible that we will not be okay, because right now, I'm at a death space, and that's awkward. And I'm also at a death space. I'm being shot. Oh, my goodness. Just... Okay. Just, we're gonna... This, I'm feeling attacked right now. I'm also feeling shot I'm also feeling shot. And, okay. I feel like we've just moved forward, and we're gonna be okay. I feel like we don't have enough health potions, but it's all right. There are more of them. Yeah, there is oppression inherent in the system for real, my friend. Okay. I think we can take a little bit of a moment to breathe and check in with each other. But you know, I was thinking, Kulan, you probably have other stuff in the UK that we don't have, like Cornish pasties everywhere, and good bangers and mash and beans on toast and some good shepherd's pie. I bet you have like really cool, like what are the UK fast food chains? Do you, like, or maybe you don't have fast food chains. Maybe you only have American fast food chains. Do you? A full English breakfast? Nice.
Me?
I mean, I'm just saying there could be some really good things. All right, I think I have killed a lot of things and looted a lot of things. I did save at the fish and chips. Kebab isn't food, it's hangover prevention. You know what though? Oh hey, I can get a skill. I'm going to get, you know what I'm going to get? This is, I'm going to get this skill here that lets me override things which will not be useful now, but this one lets me have a mount whenever I want it. So I can just always get a new Timmy. And who does not want a new Timmy all the time? Also, I am over full in my so we're gonna just disassemble a couple of things. Isn't English breakfast just all the meats plus eggs and beans? Also beans. I think we can probably do that, and then for modifications we can probably get rid of this one and get rid of that. It will be a bit sad when you finish this game someday. I will finish it. Well, the finishing of it will really be someday, because we also have DLC to do. So it's not, you know what I was thinking? And mushrooms, tomato toast, hash browns, black pudding. What exactly is black pudding? By the way. You know, the games are longer because I get distracted. If I were distracted less, they would be less long. I don't mind them taking longer because I get distracted, so that's fine. But it is true, if I were less distracted, they would take less long. Black pudding is a monster from D&D. That's fair. So why would you eat it? Why would you eat it? That's all. Blutwurst. Oh. Fat and pig blood. Eat it before it eats you. This is probably also fair. Also, look at what they did to my home, everybody. It only just became my home. And oh, I need to make way more arrows. It only just became my home and it's super destroyed. That's all. I suspect there are bad things up there. I was exiled, but then I was brought back and welcomed back into the mother's embrace. I'm going the right way, right? I am. What is that sound?
Keep that for later.
What is that sound? I am. Okay. Let's, kill them. I'm gonna kill a lot of things from far away. I'm doing some shooting and killing. It's cool. Those people, I'm going to shoot them. There we go. They're done. Killing things from far away is what cowards do, or people who don't die quickly. I feel like, what is it that EE always says? Glorious melee? EE loves glorious melee. I was watching him play Borderlands with Random Tuesday and Fuzzy Freaks, and every time he gets in melee, he just yells out glorious melee. The sound is the end boss waiting for you to stock up on herbs. That is entirely possible what that is. I'm concerned that I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm concerned about this. Like, this is a thing that is concerning me. Maybe it's Yeah, I feel like... Oh, hey, look. Here are medicinal herbs. You know what that means. That means there's a big boss waiting for me. Where's our save point?
More eclipse. It's a corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountains. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. I'll never reach the hatch.
Okay.
That's right. Bring down the mountain.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, hey, there's a weapon. Like a good one? Let's grab it. Let's grab this weapon. And then let's shoot this. I'm going to shoot and yeah, I know.
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
Oh, you,
For Aloy!
what, you're gonna go and try to, you can stay in there. You don't have to come out right now. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's
Laurel
the,
and Sona. They're still alive.
we're gonna try real hard to like, I'm out of ammo, but that's okay, because here's my thought. My thought is that I can maybe, if I can shoot these, ooh, hi. If I can shoot these weapons off, then I might be able to use them against them. And I did. I shot a weapon off. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna use it against it in this kind of badass way. It's gonna be totally what's happening. Ooh, hello, disc launcher. I will do it. I'm also super injured, everyone. Oops. We're gonna be okay. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true. We might not be okay, but oh no, we're totally gonna be okay. Also, what arrows am I using? Not the arrows I need to be using. Okay. Oh. Yeah, there was just a cutscene to mess with my brain. It's fine. The thing is, you can only use it once, though, Krellin.
Don't let him sneak away.
Like, once you use it, like, you can only get those ammos, that weapon by, you can only get that weapon by taking it off of the big monsters, and then when it runs out of ammo, you're done. Okay, I'm also out of ammo for this. You know,
The threat has passed.
Hey!
I thought we would die.
Oh. Hey. Everybody, we did it. And now we get to the most important part. The important part. Is it talking to our friends? No. It's looting the bodies. I know. You have to get these big monsters, and then we have to loot them for parts. It's the human way. This is the way to do it. Loot all of the parts.
Enough blood in this beast for Bren to set up camp inside it. There's a disturbing thought.
Okay. I'm gonna I have a little inventory, some research management to do. Just let me disassemble this, and then also this. Shoot them in the gnaz, they're glowing. Yeah, I feel like you just shoot them in the, yeah, that's what you have to do. Let's talk to our friends, shall we? Also, hey, look, it's a save point that won't let me save. What's up with that? That's questionable. Oh. Okay. Big gun, Deathbringer gun, was awesome. We're going to get the supplies, and then we're going to talk to our friends. And then they're going to tell us things, and we're going to... Hi, Sona.
The battle was lost until you came.
The Buffy the Vampire episode, the body was all about looting. Hey.
So
matriarchs reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes.
Talk to me, Varl.
You saved the tribe.
It's Varl.
Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl.
I'm glad everybody's okay.
You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
No.
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
How many Nora are left?
So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
So, are there survivors?
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs.
Oh.
Many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few. And most of them are wounded.
Ooh.
Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out.
Yes.
We made sure of that.
Let's ask about his injuries first, because we care.
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
Let's ask about this Eclipse invasion.
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them
Priest.
were Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
Well, we'll talk later.
I need to go inside the mountain.
And the matriarchs will be eager to see you.
We're gonna see the
Sure.
matriarchs.
But I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
To
You will see.
solve the problem? Okay, everyone. We got lore time happening. We're going in the mountain. I missed the evacuation dialogue. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? DSB? I also am going to talk to the matriarchs because...
You have come just in time, Seeker.
Thanks. Because I do need to, you know, let them know what I found. Oh. 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 Thanks, DSB. Good catch. Good catch. I'm going to head off this way first. See what we can find.
Machines of the faithless slaughtered our people.
How do you think the society is going... Like, if we were able to get all the information from Apollo, if we're able to get all that information, if we're able to work it out, how do you think that's going to change all of society? Do you think it'll change society at all? Do you think they'll reject the knowledge? What do you think will happen?
Oh, Mother, please forgive your wayward children.
Hello, Nora Mother.
Goddess protect you, Seeker. May she protect what's left of us.
Oh. So... Look, all these kids running around.
Kayla's and machines. I'm scared.
I understand. You know, like, this is rough. Oh, so many injured. Let's go talk to the people we need to talk to. I wonder how many how many people live? Why did the machines, why was did Gaia bring me out on purpose? Because she knew there was something wrong? But she would have brought me out a long time ago. Well...
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
Hey, Teb.
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Guess being a stitcher came in handy in combat.
It's been a
after
while
all,
since
huh?
I've seen these people.
Yes, I suppose it did.
I kind of missed them. Hey, Tab. Let's, Hi, Resh.
You.
Hello, Resh.
Oh,
Still
him.
guarding the latrine?
Hi, Varl.
You should speak to the matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to
Oh.
ask you some things.
Of course.
We'll talk later.
I should speak to the High Matriarchs.
Yes, they're waiting for you. We'll talk later.
What's gonna happen? Everyone? Well, we're gonna talk to the High Matriarchs, apparently.
Aloy, you've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
You know,
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
maybe you should calm down, Lansra. I mean, I just went and killed a bunch of monsters for you. Like, we should hang out.
You
Like,
have
just
finally
like-
returned.
Right?
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us.
Thank you.
Outside,
Thank
she
you.
brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
Thank you.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
I have.
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this.
You need to relax,
Because
Lansra.
of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil?
She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
I'm going to be all like hippie about this and say, let go of your fear, Lansra. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to bring in the love. Bring in the love.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Okay.
Hold for identiscan.
People. Oh.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Hey, Barantor.
You are cleared to proceed.
Oh my goodness. What's gonna happen? The use of the blue there is pretty amazing. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. We still haven't stopped Helios though, so, you know. Helios, the god of the sun. Okay, this is one of the birthing changers. So it's not over yet because I actually also have the DLC.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Okay, well, let's find out what we can about where I came from. And let's Cradle 9. Okay. I am nervous. What? The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. and then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name, like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, Ob, or Fred. Fred drop the F's, fo, red, or Mary. Mary drop the M's, mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Be boodle floof, be boodle floof, be boodle floof, bo, e boodle floof, banana, fana, fo, fee, foodle floof, fee, fi, mo, moodle floof. Be boodle floof. Although it probably should have been E boodle floof, Fee boodle floof, and Me boodle floof. But because they're two B's, I felt like changing them up all the way around. Thank you for the resub, B boodle. This has been like 8 months you've been hanging out here. This is so amazing. Thank you. Sub baby time. It's almost sub baby time. 1 more month, and then you have a sub baby. There's this super power armor, but I don't know if I can unlock the super power armor because I kind of feel like I don't have the... Oh, a stranded figure. What is this? It's a baby doll. Creepy.
So this is Eleuthia.
I just don't...
This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Stop that. 3rd trimester. I'm a little worried. You know, let's, I also just don't think that I will be able to get that power armor. Folks, we're gonna learn stuff.
So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me?
Well, what do we have?
So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
This is a good question. Notebook. Wait, text log. What is the text log? Data point chamber B. 0B1. I need to find out. Data points. Where is it? Oh my gosh. The power armor is the final boss. That would be interesting. All right, this is it. What does it say? Ectogenic chamber B1001, birthing logged, 3021 AP04, task, etc. Complete, standing by. Huh. Was this... Why? Gestation. Maybe it was an accident? Gestation E9B1, spawning phase, tasking complete. Correction, partial reactivation, standing by. Viable zygotes in storage 0. Oh. Pharaoh. I still have some questions. I have a lot of questions. I want to know, why was I triggered 17 years ago? What happened? Hey, look. There are drawings in here. There are drawings in here. Someone got in here and they made drawings. We've got a drawing of a machine person sending sadness to people, and then the mother saving the people. But this is you're right. There are drawings here too. Humans carrying sadness. Yeah. Who drew this? Do you think I have so many questions. Did people die in here? What happened?
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Okay. Well, I have... These are all the cribs, it looks like. I do have more questions. Hey, look, toys. But I wasn't... So this is a playroom. Okay, everybody. Let's, It was drawn by Aloy, age 6. Yeah, children. Oh. Nursery, EB91. Nurture phase task completing. Nutrient stores depleted. Did everybody die in here? Or... I mean... What... Were people trapped in here and then they all died? What happened? Oh.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good, everybody. People couldn't die here. Friend computer would not allow that. To think so would be treasonous. Yeah, I wonder, did the children grow old and die? Were they never left outside? There's a body, everybody. There's a body. Yeah, what if I was the last born of generations too late? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Okay. What do we have here?
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Paranoid does need lore, Krellin, that is true. It's all about the lore. So did these people, did they grow up in a state of arrested development because they were never...
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
I don't want to activate that scan yet. I want to go in this other room. So did they just live in a perpetual state of arrested development because they never got to grow?
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
I'm a little worried about the behavior of those adolescents. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little worried about that. Kindergarten. Alert, multiple system failures, nutrient stores depleted. Did everybody just starve to death here and die? I am very worried, everyone.
So this is where they lived. It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Yeah. How long did they live here? I mean, and look here, dead bodies. People.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
Oh.
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Okay, so they then were released and became the Nora, but they might have become all of the people, perhaps, because I feel like this is the only mountain in the area, right? Okay, another dead body.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide
Oh.
supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
They were trapped here
Oh.
their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Yeah, like what happened? But they were let out eventually, right? They did get to go and become the Nora that we know. This is creepy, everyone. The Nora even... It didn't know how to adapt to their age exactly. They were meant to leave much earlier, and they didn't. And so it didn't know how to adapt to their age, and that was not good. This got dystopian real fast. Okay, let's go in this door. But they were let out.
Marked for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
Okay. And they never got to go into this...
So, what was this place exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Right. What happened? Why did it never work? Why did they...
Welcome, students. Please pick up a focus device and place it on the side of your head, just behind your eye.
I had to dredge the pits of the world looking for focuses to repair. And here sat a trove, enriching no one.
It's a post-apocalypse with robot dinosaurs that kill people to replicate themselves. When was it not dystopian? Krellin, you have a very good point. You have a very good point. This is true. I want to know what happened.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school.
They never got to
There's
school.
so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline.
Why?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
But you should also totally fix it.
What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Relax. We've got time, hopefully. You know, we're gonna do the things. Silence. What do we have?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and
Silence is right, Krellin.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Oh. This is gonna be the same thing, isn't it?
Hello, child. My name is Samina.
Yeah, it is.
Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Let's see what we can learn. I've got feelings right now. And those feelings are that probably Aloy should be a little bit less, self-focused.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day.
It is, I know.
First day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Well, what are we looking at? Shut up, Samina. Silence means sarcasm in Nora language. I think that's probably true. Well, I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything. And is there a way for us to get downstairs? I suppose we go back up here, right? This is where we're going? Let's open this door. I did. I wandered into Mass Effect.
Control accessed. Priority message for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
Okay.
That sounds important.
I will...
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Green ending! Green ending, by the way, Volus, green ending was my ending. That was my ending. Okay. Gang. Inhabitants released. This is 2326. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, 2326. Inhabitants released. Cross-check complete. Sealed. Data archived. Operation suspended. So in 2326 is when, so like 700 years ago about, is when everybody got released. But then 2030, which is probably close to where I was born. In my ending, everyone dies in the suicide mission and Reapers eat the galaxy. Oh. So this is about probably when I was born. G Prime order received. E9 runtime recommenced. G Prime store query processed. Gestation order received. E9 initializing. Alert, G Prime offline. E9 nutrients depleted. Zygote banks depleted. Store file LK1A1 4510 viable. Waking multi-servitor B123. Multi-servitor power malfunction. Repair tasking. Multi-servitor repair tasking. Processed. Chamber repaired. Attached. Gestation initiated. Power save initiated. Runtime recommenced. This is the next year, it looks like. G Prime still offline. Me, viable. Waking the multi-servitor. Power malfunction. Repair tasking. I have now been delivered. Yeah, Gaia Prime, I think. Google Prime is what happens when Amazon and Google merge. Oh, that's the ending you get when you rage quit after ME2. I see. Accessing G Prime instructions. Transport tasking. Hatch unsealed. Positioning successful. Hatch sealed. So basically, I was dropped off because they couldn't take care of me, so they just ejected me. I was just one person made. Gang. Here we go. Uh-oh. Gaia's dying. Please, what's gonna happen? Oh.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What happened?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload.
Ooh.
The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well.
But it didn't work.
While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril.
Oh my goodness.
With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
She does mean the derangement.
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator.
Oh.
While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia.
Wow, you have to reboot Gaia.
This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place.
Oh no.
They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end.
No.
No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on a person. Oh my goodness. Oh.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
See? Finding out what happened to me was important.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine.
Yeah, that'll teach you to be a messiah.
And fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world.
Hey, be right.
How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill.
I'm gonna sing for you as soon as this cutscene is done.
Sorry for yourself. Go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Oh. Woo. So much pressure. So much pressure. Oh. Be right. Irway and hey, the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale out way of way at way at way aches te ute at gale young way oh. Irway and hey, the anime. Either I skays or ani say. Old me and the adiation pray uyare utre you of this a young rayo. Ewe every eat red lands lay, of way at Brian's lay ute day. And when we see the anlay or we at the I got right in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Thank you so much for those bits. I'm just in that moment, right? Oh, happy Saturday to you too. I'm like, oh my goodness, we just found out this like super emotional lore dump. Whew. Carlin's like, if it was me, I would just let us all die. And then there'd be no people. I know I'm having so many feelings right now too. And here's the thing. I don't want humanity to die because humanity creates art. And like sometimes they give you hugs. And like they can do lovely things sometimes. And let's that's the way we came in. Let's go this way. People are a virus. Agent Smith was right. What is this? There's a door here.
Dentascan malfunction rectified. Elufia 9. Route 1 access unsealed.
What is this? Secure containment hatch. Huh. Let's go here. Mr. Game and Frog. Well, actually, there is a virus DNA present in all life, so it's not wrong. Can we only get the nice part of humanity back? Okay, well, here we go. We're gonna do the thing. Don't die. I would like to... Okay, well, I didn't die, so that's good. So there was no death. Well, I suppose we go up this way? We're climbing up hatches. I hope... Do you think we can get Gaia back? She seemed really nice. The best part of Series Heroes is that even the villains punch Nazis. That is good.
This is...
No, because in humanity... We are wielding power in both hands. Where are we now? This looks a little bit like a train station. I just want you to know them having a lot of feelings at the moment. Oh, and here are our kids again. Okay. By the way, there's this whole power armor, but I don't have the power cores. I don't even know if I'm going to find them all. Well, back at the entrance. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. I'm going to come out all Super Messiah-y. It's going to be really hard to explain to them what's up, right?
Aloy, forgive. Forgive.
I think you can't find the power cores because you aren't looking hard enough.
Did.
Maybe.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
Yeah. Yes.
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes. I will do it.
Oh.
Try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora. All praise Aloy.
I have one power core.
Of the Nora. Up. All praise
No.
Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
First you shunned me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm
getting chills too.
I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders. Whole tribes of people just as good as you.
Ooh.
And it is all in danger.
Oh.
It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here. Everywhere.
Ooh.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
Oh!
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Nora! Make way for Aloy!
That she may forge the path for others to follow.
Everyone is... But the Nora seemed to... I thought that 40k was super grimdark and like everybody was evil and horrible. Oh. Whereas like... This doesn't seem to be grimdark. It seems to be... Oh. Okay. Sorry. Ooh. Whew.
She went into All Mother Mountain and was anointed by the goddess herself.
Nobody's without Sid in 40K. Yeah, this is a huge development, Crit Witch. Also, hey, how are you? Let's talk to Tirsa.
Aloy.
Let's talk to our friends.
How kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart.
Of course I would. I'm not mean.
There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you.
Ooh. In 40K, so I'm still... She believes in me, so now I'm getting all emotional again. In 40K, Aloy wouldn't come back and learn all the things and become the Messiah. She'd just stay an outcast. And because learning things is heresy, and then everyone would die. Oh, let's ask... I'm going to say something about Roast. Because that's the thing I want to say. I want to ask about that.
Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story.
Rost.
Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
It's just one planet.
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story.
I love her face.
Are you sure
Tirsa's
you want
face.
to hear it
The
now?
animation's really good. Yeah, no, tell me. I want to know. Tell me.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Learning things is what Xenos do, like Tau. Do you really get exiled in 40K when you just get, like, executed or sent to some sort of penal colony? Mother's Vigil?
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Oh. Did the Nora go after the Outlanders?
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
And then what happened to Rost's daughter?
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed.
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
So, what did Rost do?
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
What's a Death Seeker?
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking. and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this is super intense.
Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
I think not a zombie. I think it's like metaphorical. I think that they like metaphorically the spirit stays. I think you are just still a regular person, but I think it's a loophole. I think it's a loophole to their belief system. So Rost failed his mission?
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West.
What were they doing?
The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
So why was he made an outcast?
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
Until you gave me to him.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise.
Good one.
The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story.
Oh my goodness. Get me all teary-eyed. Let's ask about the Nora.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, Anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position.
Oh. Goodbye.
It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
Oh. You know, there are good leaders. There are people who really take care of their troops and who...
Those who spilled our tribe's blood will pay for their desecration.
Like, some leaders are bad, but there are good leaders who really try. I like to think that when I was a sergeant in the army that I was a good leader.
My life...
That I took care of people and I looked out for them.
But I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
Those who spill their tribes...
You know, like, you can always be better. Right? You can always be better.
It is an honor.
But I served under good leaders who I trusted.
I have never seen anything.
And who take care of us.
How did you do that?
And got things done.
Entered the heart of the mountain.
And who inspired us to do great things.
Seems you have a special role to play in events.
You know, everyone says that the only good leaders are the ones who don't want to be leaders, and I don't think that's true. I think there are people who understand that sometimes it has to happen, and that they would do good at it, and they will do it.
I think my place is here, closer to home.
Murderers tried to destroy us, but we knew.
Did you also have a creaking office chair like in the Basser comics? No, we did not have a.
Your proof of the goddess's love for us.
We did not have. I did not have a creaking office chair.
It is an honor. I've never seen anything like that.
I've had teachers, mentors who really cared if I was happy or not. Yeah, and I think that the idea that basically no leader's a good leader and nobody who wants to be a leader will be a good leader is not productive, because there are people who are good who've done great things and who have led us as groups to positive things. And I know I'm just cutting off the onions.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
They slaughtered our child. That is broken. But now we shall.
Hey, Varl.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet.
I did say most, not all.
Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right.
I just have a better opinion of humanity and people. Right? Like, I just don't think that most people are bad. I just don't. I tend to like people as a group. And I don't think that most people are bad, or most leaders are bad, or most exes are bad. I think most people are good. And then sometimes they don't. Sometimes, you know, horrible things happen to them and they're traumatized, or they're sort of corrupted by power and privilege, or they develop no empathy, and then they do not care for others. But I don't think most people are like that. I think most people are good. Let's ask about the evacuation.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo. Ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety.
Yes, Krellin, exactly.
Well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decision saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
I don't think most people are bad, but I also think sociopaths are drawn to leadership roles for the wrong reasons, and most good people realize that their opinion is one of many. Bessernes Beetle Bailey in English. Yeah, no, Beetle Bailey is very little like the actual army. But I also think that good people, when they realize that there's a need, they rise to the call, right? I think that that becomes...
I'll be on my way then.
Right, an important thing that Nick,
Like other Nora.
that you have to rise to the call.
Maybe if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
You know, like, leadership is service. Do you know what I mean? Like, leadership is a responsibility and it's service, and there are good people who, when they recognize that there is a need for service and sacrifice, will stand up to do so. And I think that's the thing, right? That that there will be people who will... Hey, Sona.
I will lead a war party to Meridian. You have my word.
Aloy, how did you do that? We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
Yeah, so I just think that there are good people who realize the need to sacrifice to do service, and will step up to do that.
Nakoa, you, Aloy, are favored by the goddess.
Aloy,
I saw you go inside.
how did you do
and
that?
saw you emerge.
Shush, Arana. She's
It's
the
so hard to believe.
You can chat with me.
You were an outcast once. And now... I'm not sure what you...
Go away.
Though some people should not be in charge of the remote control. That is also true. So I think...
Aloy, how did you do that?
I mean, I think the question is, there's like a... I've not even found... I don't know. There's like a... I have looked for this power cell. I have not... Hi.
The tribe I served is gone.
Oh, well.
Soon I will be too.
Bye.
The Nora have lost too many, Rush. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Oh! Burn. Burn! There are these power cells and I cannot find them, and that is sad.
Aloy, did you go inside the mountain?
I did.
I saw what happened.
Actually, can't see so well down here on the ground.
Well, I suppose, again, I don't know. I'm very sad about the lack of power cores. I just don't even know where they are. I looked for them. I did a 360. Could not even find them.
She has earned my faith 10 times over.
Couldn't even find them. Well, I think I'll just be power coreless and not have the super special armor. So sad, everybody. I also clearly will not have my own Timmy. Honestly, not really. In reality, not wanting to be a leader is probably a sign of being a bad leader in a sense. Yes, Javai. To be a good leader, you need to be properly invested in leading. Not wanting to do it from the start is a bad sign for your interest in leading. Yeah, that's right. Like, if you're like, I don't want to be here, that's probably not a good sign. I agree with you, Javai. For me, it is just complicated because I only know the Danish names, and they kind of not so close to English. That is true. It sounds like I'm just getting power mad. I mean, the thing is, leadership is like... Being a leader is not fun, but people also still have to do it, you know? Also, quests? I have to go to the Bitter Climb. Oh, I've got to go all the way up over there. The 5 power cells is spread throughout the world. The last one is in Gaia Prime, so I'm missing one. If we're going to Gaia Prime now, that means there's one there. I had to get 2 to use on an earlier door. I have 1, so I feel like I'm missing one. But where is the one that I'm missing? That's my question. I don't know where it is. Let's where is it? Dante from Clerks as an imperator of the Roman army. I wasn't even supposed to work today. Yeah. I mean, I have a... Beetle Bailey is just part of a newspaper comic strips, and the sergeant guy had a chair that squeaked and drove the... Yeah, I remember that. I did not have a chair like that. Like, I have one. If the third is in Gaia Prime, if the last one is in Gaia Prime, there's one that I'm missing, and I don't know where it is. They're in the underground bunker, the All-Mother Temple, Maker's End, and the Grave Hoard. So I have two, but I don't know which ones I got. Did I get the one from the All-Mother Temple? Because I'm at the All-Mother Temple right now, and I looked all the way around, so I feel like it's not there, right? Because this is the All-Mother Temple. Hello, All-Mother Temple. And I looked. See, I feel like I must have gotten this one.
But by the will of the goddess, they could not break us.
Right? I feel like I did. Because I looked, everybody. Right? It's like this is like the door. Well, I will poke around here. See, I mean, I'm gonna look. What is this? Okay, I see this. I see it. I got the power cell.
Another power cell.
Yes.
I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
I found it. I found it. I found it. I got it. Wahaha. So the last one is in Gaia Prime, which means I'll be able to get it. Gang, this is good. I feel like not a complete loser. This is like, I feel good about this. Oh, hey, everybody. What? I got it. I got it. I also want to just get out of here. We're good. Okay. Gang, I found it. Also, a scam is calling me.
I nearly lost hope before the
But I like how I found it just at the moment that you told me, Krellin. I like that. Go left before right. Okay. So, here we are. Let's find this, we can just go there, right? We can just... Do we have to go to Meridian, or can we just go there? No, we can just go there, right? Go left before right for Gaia Prime. Go left before right. Huh. Okay. So... Let's do that. Okay. This is apparently it. This is going to be our save point. You have never been one to begin with, Trooper, and don't be negative. That's not a thing in the foxhole. Oh, thanks. Okay. We're going to just fast travel. I have unlocked almost every location in the world. I think there are like 2 or 3 left that I haven't unlocked before we get to the DLCs. I've been around the world, and I can't find my power cell. I don't know why. Why it's gone away, and I don't know where it can be. My power cell, but I'm gonna find it. Do you worry about me sometimes? I worry about me sometimes. I worry about myself just a little bit. Crit Witch, I love that musical note. It's so good. Where does it come from? Because I love it. Hey, campfire. Let's, why don't we save? Let's do that. How are we doing? Like, I just feel like we just jumped in here, and maybe we don't have the things we... Sometimes? What if we don't have the things we need? I mean... I feel like... I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous about this. Yeah. Sometimes I like to sing, just sometimes. Well, we could, yeah, so how are you all doing, everybody? I just beat a boss in a video game that I've been struggling with for days now. Woo! I have hoarded, oh, that's a global emote. Nice, I'll just have to have it. Yeah, I feel like I should sell all this stuff, right? This is kind of where I'm at right now, that I feel like there should be selling, and this is a thing that I feel like should happen. Because I want to hug Aloy too. I'm all emotional about it, and I've got all these feels right now. Also, by the way, I don't have enough health potions. Congratulations on defeating that boss, but the question that I have to ask you, which I think is the important question, is what game was it, and what was the boss like? What happened? These are things that I want to know, because I feel like this might be important information. Okay, yeah, so let's go sell some stuff. I've got to sell only consensual hugs. I consent to the hugs. So there is a merchant right over here. Why don't we go there? I'm using up all of my fast travel, by the way, and that's a thing. Hey, guess what? I just saw a notification on my phone, because it's sitting over here, saying that I think that Drunkly Romantic tweeted something cool for Cthulhu Confidential tomorrow, and I am super excited about that. Right? I feel like that's really... I want to see it. Let's just do that. But here's what's gonna happen, everybody. I'm gonna just chat with you all in a mellow way while we buy and sell things. Like, that's just what that's gonna be about. Because, I feel like that's what we do. Oh, I'm so excited. We're just selling things is what we're doing, because I feel like that is what we need to do, is just, sell a couple things in a mellow way. Gang, those emotes look real good in dark mode. Oh, I need to think about dark mode and the fact that people, I don't know if you are ever on Reddit. I'm on Reddit sometimes, and I look at the Reddit and I think, what is going on? That's often what I'm thinking on Reddit. But people say these things about how, like, light mode is the worst thing ever, and if you ever use light mode, you're like the devil. And they make, hello, welcome back, Atomica. And I don't understand why people don't like light mode. I just don't think I understand that. I mean, you cannot like it. Is like, what is, like, because there are memes about it even, and I don't understand the memes. So dark mode is much easier to read. I have really, I find light mode is totally fine to read. I know some people struggle with migraines, etc. in light mode, and light mode is near unusable for them. Reddit is a cauldron of poison. It's because emittive light assaults your eyes in ways that reflective light does not. Huh. I want more thoughts on this. Huh. hey, I'm down to 108 out of 128. That's good, right? Yeah, light mode is only fine if you're used to light. If you're used to dim or dark rooms, light mode is real bad. I use Discord in light mode, but it doesn't light mode the entire interface. So black on white from a screen is fundamentally different from black on white on paper or e-ink. Huh. Don't let your memes be dreams. Also, don't let your dreams be memes. That's scary. Just say no to Reddit. I generally tend to be in mostly decent spaces on Reddit, mostly, for the most part. By the way, I've got a lot of things in here. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, but people need to understand that everyone wants to see it. Atomica, why are you making me laugh like this so hard? That is hilarious, and I might be dying right now because of the hilarity of what you just said. I feel like you did not. I feel like you don't know how hilarious that was, but that's fine. I've never gone to Reddit intentionally, but sometimes I ask weird questions and search engines lead me there. Like, most of the places that I tend to be on Reddit are pretty decent for the most part. Like, every once in a while somebody will get a little bit irritating, but generally speaking, Reddit, like the places I hang out on Reddit are pretty decent. Okay, I'm going to Arby's now. Oh, thanks, Krellin. Yeah, I'm just chatting with people while I do inventory. Like, I'm not actually playing right now. I'm just chatting, and you know, just having a nice moment with us all. This is what I'm doing. Like, I'm basically done playing for today. It is like 2:57. I'm done playing, but I just want to chat with you all. And while I'm chatting with you, I'm doing inventory. Who doesn't want to do that? Like, inventory, it's full of excitement. Go get a French dip. Oh, are there you know what, Atomica? I honor it. Is there French dip good? Is there French dip good is a question that I have. Okay, I have quick saved. Here. We're gonna call it. So we're calling it today. It's 3 o'clock. And we're gonna call it because I want to call this costume shop, see if they're open. And if they're open, I'm going to go brave the crazy heat and get more props for Cthulhu Confidential tomorrow. Because there are a couple of things that I want, and I'll see if I can get them. I hope I will be able to do so. It's fast food roast beef, but I like it. Well, if it's good, there can be good fast food. I've been sort of excited by Burger King recently, actually. And yeah, I'm hoping I can get the props, and then when I come back, well, the first thing I'm gonna do is do my wrist exercises. Then I'm gonna go and get props if the shop is open, which I hope it is. And then I'm gonna come back and do prep for Cthulhu Confidential tomorrow. So gang, if you want to hang out with me tomorrow, I will also, oh yes, I would love a raid suggestion. Atomica, give me a raid suggestion. Who is your raid? No way to predict her. Who is your raid suggestion, Atomica? Oh no, I've got hats, as always. So tomorrow, by the way, please, if you don't mind, if you are up for it, please join me tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, where I will be gemming on my channel, Cthulhu Confidential, with the amazing Jackie Dash as a player. And I'm really excited for that. It'll be my first stream on this channel, which is what my Patreon is helping to build for. So come and see if you want to see some one player, one GM horror. And then you can see me next Tuesday on Little Red Dot's channel at 8 p.m. for some sci-fi, the Purloin Code. And then Wednesday we'll be reading some Atlanta Nights and then Gamer Stories with Little Red Dot. And then, you know, the rest of the schedule will be there. And I'm so excited. Oh, Mochi's mom. Nice. Oh, don't even worry about the lurk napping. Let's go check out. Where's my cursor? There's my cursor. Let's go and raid Mochi's mom, because that's a new person and that's exciting. Mochi's mom? Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Dash, 9 a.m. her time. There's going to be coffee, is what I'm trying to tell you. There is going to be coffee. So I'm excited to see how it goes. It's going to be the ding and the pipe together, right? It's going to be so good. So we're going to go and raid Mochi's mom, and we're going to say hi to her. And so, everybody, here is our raid command. And and Claudia is awesome. Claudia is the best. So this is what we're gonna do. I need to copy this. Come on, cursor. My cursor's not being exciting. Hold on. Nope. My trackball is being irritating. Hold on. Here, this is how I do it. I can't raid until I get my cursor working, so that I have the raid command copied. For heaven's sakes, give me a second. I'm just gonna turn on my mouse, do it mouse style, and then it'll be fine. Give me a second. Okay, we are connected. Here we go. Oop. Ha ha ha. Got it. I'm a trackball user, and I've had this trackball for a while because it's like better ergonomically, and it is better ergonomically, right, to have that trackball. But my current trackball is being a little bit funny, and I don't know what's up with it. Anyway, we're gonna go and raid Mochi's mom, say hi to her, and let's see, raid. So we're gonna raid in about like 10 seconds. So let's go and say hi to Mochi's mom and give a raid and be friendly and awesome. And thank you all for being here. You all have been wonderful. And I will catch you all on the flip side, everybody. I will catch you on the flip side.